Hey gang, and welcome to another Evil Dead Chicks Excellent Movie Reviews. And today I'm going to be talking about the April Fool's Day 4K. Hope there's not too much of a glare on there. Um, but as always, with this string or not string videos, series of videos, I will not be talking about the movie itself, but will instead be talking about the quality of the 4K as well as any extra special features that were put on this release. Now, the Blu-ray was put out by Screen Factory, but the 4K is by Kino Lorber. You can see the little L up there, and it says Studio Classics. Um, so first off, I want to say that the 4K looks fantastic. Really rich colors. Things really pop, like when you see like wood grain on boats and things like that, like when they're going on the ferry and going to the island where Muffy is. Um, Things look really crisp and almost, lifelike, like you could reach out and touch it. Not like 3D, but just really, really clear and crisp. And reds are really, really bright. Um, there's not a lot of grain in it, which I appreciate, which there are purists that like a certain amount of film grain. And I'm not opposed to a certain amount of it. However, if something is going to be presented in 4K, I want that film grain to be kept to a minimum. Defects and hairs and scratches, I would expect them to be cleaned up unless there was extensive damage to the negative. So this is a film that came out in 1986, so it looks pretty pristine, in my opinion. So I am happy with the 4K. Um, and, I can't say that this movie's probably going to look any better than it does look now on the 4K. So Kino Lorber did an excellent job with the 4K. Now, on to the special features. There's only one extra special feature that was not included on the Screen Factory Blu-ray release, and that is audio commentary with film historians Howard S. Berger, Steve Mitchell, and Nathaniel Thompson, which, although enjoyable, I would have preferred. Like, they could have had this commentary, but I would have preferred a commentary with, like, the Deborah Foreman, Deborah Goodrich, Amy Steele, the, you know, F. Thomas Wilson, or Thomas F. Wilson, however you pronounce his name, Clayton Ronner or Roner, people like that, maybe even Fred Walton. Now, they have interviews with some of these people. We have an interview with Clayton Ronner. We have an interview with Deborah Goodrich, um, the composer Charles Bernstein. We have a Eye of Deception interview with cinematographer Charles Minsky. There's TV spots in the theatrical trailer. Um, and there's also an interview with director Fred Walton that's in two parts. Now, all of these things were ported over from the Screen Factory Blu-ray. So not anything new to speak of there. So the Blu-ray is included, but it specifically says, special features. So I don't think that the feature film is on the Blu-ray. So, if you're wanting to get this 4K in anticipation of you getting a 4K setup, but in the meantime you want to watch the Blu-ray, better hold off on that because I'm pretty sure that the feature film is not on that Blu-ray. I could be wrong, but I haven't even dug into the Blu-ray because it's the same special features that I've already seen before. So I wasn't in any real huge hurry to take a look at those. So, what am I going to give it as far as my review? The Deadites rating scale. I'm going to give it a 4 Deadites out of 5 because I could have seen where they could have beefed up the special features a little more. 4K was excellent. There's no doubt about that. But the special features, I just feel like it would have been better had they included some more, like I said, a commentary with some of the principal players plus Fred Walton. If they could have, I think they probably could have if they worked at it enough. But one thing I will say about Kino Lorber, they put out quality product, but they don't always have the best special features on there. Some releases they do, some they don't. I get the feeling that with Kino Lorber, that's not a top priority with them. Now, the release of the movie, that's a top priority for them. And that's important as well. It's just when you're going to be paying, $30 or more for this, I would think that they would add a little icing on the cake, right? So, as far as is this an excellent release, let's find out. Excellent. And even though it didn't have, all the special features that I would have wanted, I still have to say that it's an excellent release. So it gets the Bill and Ted seal of approval. And with a Deadite scale, 4 Deadites out of 5, it pretty much gets my seal of approval. And I would recommend it. Now, if you're wanting to get this purely based on the 4K, please find a for free version of this first, or borrow it from a friend or family member that may have already purchased it before you plunk down your hard-earned money. Okay. So I guess that's it from me for another Evil Dead Chicks excellent movie reviews, talking about the April Fool's Day 4K released by Kino Lorber. And with that all being said, I'm off like a dirty shirt. This shirt ain't dirty, but I'm off like one. And I want to remind everybody, as I always do before I get off of here for now, to be kind to one another and blaze that trail. Have a good one, folks. See everybody next time.